To talk about law and order and quaint concepts like due process, presumption of innocence and attorney-client privilege. And in Victoria, the biggest news of the week hasn't been the latest Canberra shenanigans, border protection or even Chris Dawson being charged with murder. We'll talk about all those issues in the next hour, but what's dominated the news cycle in Victoria this week is the extraordinary revelations about Lawyer X and the conduct of Victoria Police, who used a criminal barrister as an informant against her own clients during Melbourne's bloody gangland war. Its conduct that the High Court has labelled reprehensible and an atrocious breach that debased fundamental premises of the criminal justice system. And yet, all week, I've heard a lot of people argue, so what? Why should we care that hardened criminals, drug dealers, thugs and worse were locked up on evidence gathered, perhaps unethically? Surely if they are guilty of sin, it doesn't matter that the person they trusted with their defence possibly betrayed them. Well, it does matter. And every fair-minded person who cares about justice, the rule of law and due process should be concerned. This saga may seem complicated, but at its heart, it's all about integrity and fairness. We are all entitled to believe that the lawyer we entrust with privileged information isn't going to leak it to the very people trying to put us in jail. Victoria isn't some backward banana republic or despot regime where the accused have no rights. It's bad enough for a lawyer who has a sworn duty to act in a client's best interest, not to provide the very best defence possible, but to actively work against their client in cahoots with the police is a betrayal that is, frankly, mind-blowing. It is difficult to understand how so many learned people in positions of power thought it was okay to accept tainted information that would not pass the pub test, let alone the scrutiny of the full bench of the High Court. What happens next is undoubtedly more lengthy and costly legal action and a royal commission that will cost many millions of dollars. And yes, it's likely that some serious criminals may get out of jail early or earn retrials and even compensation for time already served. Personally, I have little in the way of sympathy for criminals, but I've always subscribed to the notion that it's better that 10 guilty men go free than one innocent man be wrongly convicted. This time it was serious criminals who had their rights trampled on by authorities. Next time, it could be you or your loved ones.